It's Thursday, and we all know what that means. Yes, a show that almost always starts on time.
Hey!
The show that will never get boring arguing over semantics.
Hey!
Right, it's that show on Thursday with Ziona and Slaygon. Live on Slay Radio.
Is it live? Is it?
It is, I think. Oh, look at that. There's a thing.
Oh, look at that. I'm taller than you are on the screen.
Oh, wow. Yes, and it's a bit skewed because, the camera stand kind of cracked in the transport.
Well,
So, it's a little bit borked, so I had to super glue and put a strip of the shoulder strap from a bag on there and super glued that on there just so the camera and the what's it called, prompter can stay there, up there.
he was
Yeah.
creative, but you don't need to start the show with that.
Why not?
Well,
Hello.
it's not, we never start the things with, this is what I didn't do right. Kind of.
No, that's what I did right.
You did it
I
right.
repaired the thing so we have a camera over there.
Well, that's excellent, at least. And I feel really asymmetric now when I look at the screen, but it's kind of fun
Yeah,
because
looks like the TV is leaning as well.
finally I can mock you that I'm taller than you are. Finally. It's the 20th.
Look, my arm is perfectly straight like this. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to do that, are you?
No, you are not. I'm taller now, and that's it. That's what you need to settle with for tonight. And it's the 22nd of May, and we are just after a Zzap 64 live event happened in Kenilworth, the UK on the weekend, and we enjoyed the heck out of it.
We did indeed. It was very, very nice.
Yes. And we were invited to do a live show on stage that went interesting.
I think interesting is the correct
The right word.
term there. And yes, Lala, super glue and duct tape, especially duct tape. We'll talk more about that later on.
Yes, indeed. Today I saw a video how to escape from duct taping your hands like this. But I don't think it works when you have like 10 layers of that.
Depends on how they are taped, I guess.
Yeah, and probably depends on the quality of the tape as well.
Well,
But,
duct tape is kind of all the same-ish.
well,
Usually it's mostly the glue that differs in these things, but
yeah. It's definitely not the other layer that is not the glue.
could be. But then again, is it duct tape if that layer is different? Or is duct tape actually a brand? Kind of like or Tops, the Q-tips.
Maybe in some countries it is. It's like, Kleenex in some countries.
Well, that's still a brand.
I agree. It's
Duck is a brand. Duct is a type.
duct tape. Wow.
Duct.
So if you want to buy duct tape, that's a specific brand. But if you want to buy duct tape, and you need to pronounce it like this, otherwise they will misunderstand you.
So it's a generic thing when it's duct tape, but when it's a duck tape, it's a brand. Okay.
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
Okay.
Hopefully not Russell.
Not Russell.
Yes.
Not Russell. Okay.
Brand.
Okay. I see you prepared here the only release on RKO since the 5th of May, which is, wow.
Yeah, I just imported the latest and thought, whatever, it's Eivind, it's a good test track anyway, so yeah.
Whatever it's Eivind. Eivind is always good, right?
Exactly. But I did notice he didn't kind of push the envelope mastering-wise with this one. I do have a suggestion for him, so if he's listening, I have a solution.
I'm sure sooner or later you will be able to talk about this with him.
Probably.
Even if he is not listening now, but listening later.
I don't know if he actually catches up with the live shows later on.
Well, I don't know either.
Yeah, I know Lala sometimes does.
Some people do.
Mm.
Good evening, Dax.
Hello, Dax.
And good evening, everyone. Good evening, whatever. That sounds great. Like I'm talking to whatever person, but
Good evening.
it's literally whatever. Yeah.
Maybe that was the purpose.
Yes, and Gohanks and Lala and Matricardo and I0 are with us on the channel.
Hello, and the channel being Discord, and you can join us on slay.radio/Discord.
But don't go on that cord.
Don't
And ACK is also with us.
slow on that cord.
To forbidden forest. I cannot go that down.
Well, you're usually good at going down, but
Let's play a song. So, Innervasion, the Innervasion. Okay, well, now that's not gonna get better, but Eivind's newest release from May, Innervasion.
listeners are going, geez, that's a dramatic intro. Well, we kind of sort of missed putting you on air, so welcome aboard Relays as well.
Woohoo. Yes, that was Eivind and his newest release, Innervasion.
Innervasion.
Maybe it wanted to be Innovation, but someone just changed it.
Yeah, someone.
Or who knows.
Who knows?
Dex created some sort of picture here with a tool called Sora. Yeah, I believe. This is how I will look probably in about, I don't know, 15 or 20 years. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, wow.
That's very nice and cartoony.
It is. I gotta change my hairstyle with all those wrinkles, though.
So the hairstyle kind of changes your wrinkles?
No, one thing I noticed with the studio lights, and ladies, if you are listening, tips for you as well. Unfortunately, the darker your hair is, the more it reflects on your face when you have like all sorts of wrinkles, imperfections, lines. So yes, if you have darker hair over time and as you age, unfortunately, it becomes more and more harsh. Yes, that's the rule. And no man is interested in this topic, so let's carry on.
Except for those that are interested in lighting, in which case what the brighter hair does, it's reflecting light onto the face, filling in the wrinkles and whatnot.
Yes, that's why blonde hair,
So
yes, it's a good thing for many. And well, for many others, unfortunately, doesn't work that well. Still, I'm gonna try it at some point because reasons. Because usually life is not a constant. You go through all sorts of changes, and why just keep one style or hair color when you can have many?
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially with your egghead that you have now for how long?
My head, since I was born.
Oh yeah, that's useful. Thank you. But
it's kind of been attached. I tried to replace it once, but yeah, didn't work out well.
please don't do that. Dax.
These are generated with Sora. So by Dax, who posts them.
Okay, yeah,
That's cool.
looks about right.
Oh, that's nice.
And what if you are bald? Yeah, that's a good question. But if you are bald, you have a cool hairstyle because...
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You have a lack of hairstyle.
That's a style, to be bald.
Yes, but it's not a hairstyle.
It's lack of hair, but not lack of style.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not a hairstyle.
It's a style. Are you satisfied
It's like
now?
it's saying, yeah, I like the design of my invisible car.
Anyway, it's a style and it can be very stylish and honestly, one of the most convenient styles ever. And you can just jump into a river or lake and your hair will get dry in minutes and it doesn't matter where you go and it's always the same grade.
My hair always dries in minutes anyway because it's baby hair.
Yes.
And Lala says, Slay Radio is currently on hair.
Wonder what would happen if John Hare would hear this.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe you would get bouncy. Because
What?
hairs are bouncy.
Yes, true. We have some hares outside in the garden sometimes.
We do. Actually, Puko was watching one earlier. I tried to take a photo, but the hair is so far away. It's right there.
Oh.
I'll post this on the Discord. So it's right on in front of her, above her forehead. I'll just.
She would just shit her pants if she would meet one face to face. They are big. They are bigger than cats, I think.
Well, this one probably is. There we go. Puko watching the hair.
The faraway hair.
Yeah, it's right there above her head.
Yes, silly.
Yeah, that was about an hour ago or something like that, I think.
Was it? I saw her sitting there.
Yeah, she went back a couple of times. Ooh, we might have a work in progress to play later on. Ooh.
From who?
Ooh. Marcel Donné.
I knew it. I just had this wild guess. It should be Marcel.
Very wild.
Very wild.
And, while we play the next song, I'm going to try to even things out, just in case Max Levine tunes in and just looks at it and gets, I don't know, a seizure or something.
Oh, does he get a seizure too?
He has OCD, so he gets very upset when it's kind of not aligned and whatnot. As do
Wasn't
I.
that Zido with the blur and no blur?
Yes, that is a different kind of a thing. Yes, but Max Levine is the one with the angles and whatnot.
Okay. We have our personal OCD people for all sorts of things. I like that.
I thought I fixed this, but it must have kind of settled since I set it up. So
Now, not that I can't relate, and I'm not really a well-organized person when it comes to like in general, but there are things that need to be in order.
Yes, certain lines. You can't have a leaning line of pizza.
Leaning line of pizza?
Yes, not a leaning tower of Pisa. It's a leaning line of pizza.
Oh my god. That hurts.
Yes,
Anyway.
I know. It was a bad one.
Yeah.
It
but
just
we
popped in
know.
my head for some reason.
We know we can trust you with these. Anyway, if anyone is planning to visit Arok party, then, they need to choose, for now, they need to choose the sleeping room, because it seems like that weekend gives place to several events in that little town called Aika. And there is also a chess championship there. And unfortunately, all the accommodations are booked, so we are looking for
Gohanks will be fine, and Gohank and Christina.
Yeah, of course.
They have their own little house that they bring with them.
Sleeping van.
Van? Wide area network.
Get in the van.
I have things to show you later. You can't really see it, but it's a Zzap. Pin.
It looks wonderful.
Zzap 40 years pin thing.
Yes, limited edition.
Yes. Got a couple of these we can throw in for Remixer of the Year award winners and whatnot.
Yes.
So
put them aside.
Make sure to win, and we'll throw in a bunch of these things. Usually, whatever we have laying about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've sent out Barry Leach, his what was it? Horizon Chase 2, I think it was.
I think so.
And a bunch of other stuff over the years.
Yes.
Bunch of CDs.
And I'm looking at you because I wanted to start to play a song.
I know.
But our first requester is I0, and of course, he's looking for an Amiga remix here, which is Gibs and Cousin's song.
Yeah, what gives? No, what gives? read out? Really? Come on.
Seems like, and it was a fast one. But Lala said, Gibbs' cuisine is pretty good at music, and I should agree.
Gibbs' cousin.
Gibbs' cousin. Oh, cousin, not cuisine. Cuisine.
Cousin's
No?
song.
Okay, no, because cuisine is food, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Cuisine.
my God.
French word, I believe.
The confusion, always the confusion.
Always.
And I was in the UK even on the weekend. I imagine my confusion there. No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I got used to certain UK accents faster than I used to. Like, I remember being so confused back in the days. Now it goes easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've heard a lot more English these days, I guess. And we watch a lot of things in English as well, instead of dubbed.
True. Not that it helped my Hunglish
Yeah, well, it
that
did.
much.
It did.
A little.
Yeah, a lot. If you, I think you would notice yourself if you go back and listen to the first broadcasts.
That's why I won't go back.
There's been quite a bit of progress.
Yeah, that's why it's never gonna happen. Yes, thank you. I don't wanna know, and I don't wanna hear. I don't even want to hear it now, what we are doing. Sometimes we need to, but...
Yeah, I have no idea what is coming out of my mouth right now, because I stopped listening to myself a long time ago.
Okay. So that's what you recommend for me to do as well?
No.
No, because you're always right.
No.
Almost always.
No.
90% of the cases?
Depends on what the topic is.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
If you ask about clothing, then you are more likely to be right than me. Or color combinations and whatnot.
You are still very confident about your opinion when you tell me, no, this is so 90s.
Yeah, I have my opinion, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is so 90s. Bell bottom, no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that was fun. I grew up with it.
Yeah, me too, thank you.
When? In the 70s?
Yes.
In the 70s?
I used to have bell bottoms when I was a kid.
Oh, that's fun.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway, back to 64 stuff. We have met a lot of great people. We have such an extensive gallery that, I don't know when I'm gonna have the energy to sit down and select the pictures again, but I need to do that soon because now the galleries will start to grow on me and they are on my phone and they frustrate me so much because I think there's already like 3 events only this year.
This is a good picture.
I agree. Yes.
It's from left to right: Jorge Liljedahl, Tomsk, Tim Forsyth, Peter Clark, Danko, me and Danko's lap, Glynar Brown, Ziona, and Boz.
Yes,
That's a group
you in
photo.
Danko's lap.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
It's almost like, is that Jorge Liljedahl and his kids?
Yeah. Even this picture could be. Yes, but that's that picture in front of the revision photo wall. That's genius. Maybe we should show it. Maybe we should show it very quickly. I'm gonna send you a URL because that is freaking funny. Like,
Yeah, I don't think
seriously.
we showed it on air.
No, we didn't
any
show
point.
it on air, and it's freaking funny.
It is hilarious, yes.
And I'm gonna just show it to you right now.
Yeah.
Here it is, and I'm gonna...
It makes me laugh.
Can you put it on screen if I put it on Discord?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go, message.
Massage.
Are you logged in there?
I am
locked
I
in.
am very much locked in here.
Locked in, locked out. So
Locked tight.
Loctite, that's different.
There we go.
Yes.
That's Joger and his kids.
Romeo Knight commented on this picture saying Joger and his kids.
Yeah.
So
It's
true.
There we go.
So very true. Yeah. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Yes. So.
Fun.
Anyway, where were we in terms of music and everything else?
I do not know.
Oh, we were.
Am I playing something here?
Yeah, we were at you playing a video well, not video request technically, but we will make it a video request because the video is awesome and it's SIDrip Alliance, and pretty sure everyone will be happy to see the video once more.
Probably. It's a good video and it's a fucking brilliant track.
And FS is the requester.
FS
and
is
Second Reality is the request. Fiddly-dum.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It
Forgot.
continues.
Forgot
We need to set back the clock. Yeah. Yes. Further
I
credits.
forgot this bit.
Yes, don't forget this bit. This
No.
is greeting all the people that participated in this
No, the
production.
greetings were earlier. These are the credits.
No, yeah, exactly. So, greetings and credits.
And yes, as I mentioned to Ziona here while we were still muted, we need to cut that 10 seconds to transmission. So to have that on the intro for when we do transmission 64 later on in the year.
Yeah, that would be something. I wonder how many C64 sceners would be familiar with this.
I do not know.
Yeah, that
It would take
be a
me
great test.
Would take me a bit to kind of connect the things. I know that from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have the work in progress here, so we
Why
can
did
play
you
that in about 17 minutes.
Oh, that sounds great. And why did you set an alarm?
Because that's how long the track is.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't see the timer or anything.
So you didn't even listen to your own alarm.
I did. That's why I muted it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
Oh, you mean because I got out of the thingy before it was actually done?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, we
It
should be
doesn't
more level
matter.
now.
Yes, we were in level before that
No.
track as well.
Yes,
Weren't we?
I just didn't mention it, but no.
Yes.
Now it looks better. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I think we are now Max Levine safe.
Max Levine safe. That's good. No, it's 17 minutes.
Not
Yeah.
quite. It's only 28 minutes.
The preview?
The work in progress, yes.
The work in progress? Is
Yes.
it a Tetris remix?
Maybe.
Right. No, it's coming soon. You won't notice how time flies when we talk about nothing.
Yeah, like the Rotti Awards. Again, I need to reiterate that bit because that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's still a mystery.
It is indeed. It's not knuckle busters, Marcel says.
Okay, so it still can be Tetris.
It can.
Yeah, maybe he wants to beat Barry Leach with this or something.
Yeah, you would need Gordian Tomb for that.
You think?
Yeah, that's the longest SID. That's like 35 minutes or something.
Yeah, but not one subtune.
Yes.
One subtune? One
yes.
subtune, okay.
I think it's 35 or something like that.
Okay, I need to look into that. Well, that's a grandiose type of project.
Yes, it is. And Lala says, no, I have to wait another 17 minutes for it, like Slaygon
Can't
said.
wait that long.
Okay,
What will you do?
Lala, good news for you. It's only 15 now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wonder what he will do. Tetris is 26 minutes, so it cannot be 27. Unless you write an intro or an outro to it.
Yeah, because it definitely needs one.
Like a further intro.
It starts so quick, it's like bam and straight into it, you know? Yeah, definitely needs a ramp up and wind down at the end. Otherwise, yeah.
Hey, it's the Yo-Yo Liljedal kids show going on, says Proton.
There's more? There's one more SID longer than Gordian Tomb. How long is that?
I don't know, but it says world record. Oh, brilliant, Dax. Okay. Well, here at least I look younger. That's something.
And we don't look that short in this one.
But putting an Atari t-shirt on Slaygon, that's mean.
What the fuck? It's like you're putting an Amiga shirt on me. Seriously?
Brilliant. Love it. It shrunk Yogi here.
Yeah, exactly. made him human size.
We would be great as manga figures. Kind of.
Well, you at least.
You too.
Yeah,
With your
a little
big
bit,
eyes.
yeah.
And
A little
Yogi
bit.
too, whose name was misspelled on the name tag, by the
Yeah,
way. So it was
the-
Yogier.
Yeah, the yogurt bear.
Yes, and then I started to call him Yogi Bear. But yeah, he didn't like it that much, I guess.
No, I took a picture of him. I wonder if it was.
That's
with
what
this
someone
one.
posted earlier. I think it was Bolo, that
Yeah.
younger Yogier, which was this one. This one here.
No, it was the other phone.
Oh, and Tomsk started to post more pictures for Dex to cartoonize, I think.
Three Stooges.
Stooges. Yes.
Yeah, they are proper cartoons. Three Stooges.
Yes, if in case anyone would not know, on the
There we
left
go.
there is Mr. Hollywood, Glennar Brown, and in the middle there is Tomsk, and then Yogier. Yeah, it's like one side of the pyramid, basically. They posed very well there.
Yeah, so it's gonna fall over, that pyramid. It's
It
only
needs
one
support
side.
from the
A
other
little-
side, yeah.
Gust of wind and it's gonna fall over.
So Lala likes Yogi Bear, so Yogier will hate me for this. I'm sorry. Yes, but it was just so natural, like Yogier, like definitely Yogi Bear.
Yeah, the yogi.
Yogi. That makes me think of yogurt. Anyway, Lala said, in honor of Nexus 6581's release almost exactly 25 years ago.
Yeah, and speaking of Nexuses, I re-downloaded all the album covers that we have in the rotational, and it's really difficult finding those older albums in proper size.
I
Just
bet.
saying.
I bet it is. Now you just need to upload the missing albums that we can't play or couldn't play.
Yeah,
Yes, but Lala requested Flimbo's Quest by Reyn because of the 25th anniversary of Nexus 6581, so I guess we have to play it.
talented bastard.
Yes,
Reyn
he is.
Ouwehand.
He is. This
Nexus
was his
6.
first remix album.
Yes.
The very first one. Wow. That's
I think I got
impressive.
that and Galway remixed, which I believe was his second album. Back
We
when
have all of them here.
Yeah, back when was it Brighton? Yeah, a bit like Brighton or something like that. And also got his T-shirt for Galway remixed.
Mhm.
It was a bit big, but still,
Oh.
it's nice.
It is nice.
It's nice. I'm gonna take it to a tailor. Let's bring a T-shirt to a tailor. Make it fit.
Wow. And Proton says, guys, now you will get rid of me for a while. My computer crashed and I lost lots of stuff, including my DAW. So no Reaper for a while.
Oh, that's not good.
That's really not good. Make backups, always repeating make backups.
Yes, always make backups. Backups.
I really need to make backups as well, because kind of
Crash
feels
is
like
coming and you want a backup. Backup.
you're just composing a new song with vocals.
Anasteo, Teo.
I did not recognize this. Yeah. Yeah, no. No, sorry. Wasn't recognizable enough. But yes.
Backup, backup. I'm putting these over here.
Or Berka.
Berka, Berka. Catty GIF is coming. Cat GIF. Yeah, I'll figure that one out.
Mm.
Cat GIF's coming and you cannot stop. Berka.
Yes. So anyway, hopefully the Zzap talks will be up on YouTube shortly. Because
I think most of them are actually.
yeah, they are already out there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we streamed ours live at least. Then there were a couple of other talks that went up on various channels. I think Chris is posting those in the Zzap Live Facebook group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, good to know. So, and check the YouTube channel as well. So that's really good to know. So yeah, most of the talks will be up there, and then I didn't check what we have done yet. Like I heard that there was stuttering and glitching and everything you can imagine.
Yeah, the reason the audio disappeared when we were doing our thing is because I had to resort to having a separate audio channel in OBS instead of using the global audio input, because it just refused to work. And I forgot to copy that audio source into all the scenes I switched to. So when I switched scenes to other scenes, it just went silent. The stuttering, no idea.
Well, internet.
Whatever says streamed in the loosest sense. Yes, exactly.
Yes, but internet is not the most optimal, as we know it.
Yeah, well, we got hold of a cable
Some sort of.
in the end, and
Yeah.
I did try to push some traffic through it and got about 300 megabits. So that's definitely good enough for a stream.
Sending love to all our UK friends. I can tell one thing, guys. There are two things that don't work the same way as here: internet and water pressure.
Oh, water pressure, Jesus Christ. It's like,
Yes,
if you want to
but-
have a shower on the 6th floor of that hotel, it's like you better put a bucket there and put the water on and then go down and have a breakfast. And when you get back up, you might have a bucket full of water.
Well, yeah, so, but anyway, it's, it's like this usually on islands like Malta as well. So water pressure is just not a thing there. It's different. It's And fourth floor was a lovely shower, said Matt Ricardo. Maybe we should have gone there instead.
Just pop in, say, hey, Matt, we're going to borrow your shower now.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's, well, that's not my first time in the UK, not even the second one. And I always struggle with water pressure almost everywhere. So, yes.
Proper Trumpian.
Trumpian?
Yeah, he always complains about water pressure and he can't flush his secret documents and whatnot. He has to flush 10 times and all of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, what we have...
just answer Dax. He says, question to the computer geeks here. Is it possible to clone my hard disk 1-to-1 on a new M2 SSD, including my system, without getting trouble with installed software? Who's registered with the computer's ID stuff? Usually, yes. That's probably possible. That's how I've transferred all of my stuff throughout the years until very recently. I reinstalled back in like 2006. I upgraded from XP to Windows 7. After that, I haven't reinstalled it until this year. Just cloned the hard drive. And usually licenses work fine.
Licenses, but...
yes, licenses, that's...
Yes, but the question is from where exactly? From an M2 to an M2? Probably, yes.
No, I went from...
Not you, Dax.
No. Yeah. Let me explain. That's what I'm responding to.
Okay.
I went from a rotating hard drive to SSDs to M2 SSDs. No problem.
That's fine.
With licenses.
That's also fine. But lately noticed, even just after an upgrade, that, for example, my favorite software, Audio Hijack, refused to cooperate because now on this system they don't have a support anymore.
Yes, but that's an entirely new system and it's a Mac. Macs are different.
M2?
M2 SSD, meaning like an SSD drive on like a thumbnail drive.
So we are not talking about
it's not a Mac M2. No,
okay.
It's an M2 SSD.
That helps.
Yes, it's not a Mac. No, Mac OS, you can't even replace a hard drive in them yourself without running into all sorts of problems with the OS itself.
Yeah, been
so
there, done that.
Apple being Apple.
Yeah.
But for a regular PC, it should be fine.
Yeah, because I think I remember also when I think we were cloning my hard drive and I had a Windows installed on my Mac as well. That was completely valid and running. And with the cloned one, it didn't run anymore. So it just didn't work.
You usually, if you're cloning a boot drive and whatnot, you need to set some flags and things like that may differ in how they work between rotating and SSDs, for instance. But yeah, people are talking about Clonezilla and things like that. But yeah, if you have access to like a Linux live CD or DVD, just use DD. What I usually do is just DD the original drive, put it in a binary file somewhere and back that up so I have a copy of it, of the entire drive. And then I just clone that over to whatever media I want to have the OS on.
Okay.
Very handy.
So 2 terabytes, I think he meant to write there, but 2 terabytes SSD Pro. Samsung from a Samsung 500 gigabytes.
Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. And then you just do CF disk and extend that partition. Works fine. And Acronis True Image is always perfect. Marcel says, yes, I actually tried that on one of the Windows machines too. Works perfectly fine.
So where is our... It is time for our exclusive.
It is. Yes, it is time for an exclusive.
But I can see that you are not prepared for this.
I am.
Are you?
Yes. Done.
Are you? Okay.
I am.
That's nice. Then let's hear what Marcel did lately.
Yes, this is a work in progress of Battleships by Marcel Donné. What? That's a weird ending.
Nice.
Not even the fiddly-dum.
No, of course not.
Of course not. Apparently, not quite done yet. He needs to find the right sound effects for the middle bit. He says.
Sounds pretty good to me as is. Ship it, says Lala. And you said maybe he wanted to battle over it.
Because pun nation.
Ha 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 ha.
Golf clap.
Well, that was very nice. We gotta
Indeed.
say, yes.
Very
Marcelized as
Marcelli.
well. Marcelized. It's like the Mordi fire, then there should be the Marcelli fire, but that, well, the
Marcelo fan.
Marcelo.
What?
Marcelo fire, yes. Gohanks is happy. It's one of his favorites.
Yeah, and he says, awesome tune, Marcel, thank you. I think it came out of the remix requests. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh,
We
nice.
have a Battleships request by Gohanks in the remix requests on Discord. And Eivind said that he loved the Sid. And then Marcel said, which one do you want? And yeah, there we go. That was May 7th. And now he's almost done.
Marcelized. Sounds better to Lala.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Marcelo fan sounds like something you wrap something in.
Yeah, like cellophane.
Yes. And Marcelo sounds like a drink. Yes. It does. May I pour you a Marcelo? Hello, Moose Man, who just popped into the Discord.
Moose Man? Nice.
Moose Man.
Sounds like he is from somewhere around here, where mooses are.
Or he's German, because they absolutely love moose.
Oh, they
Yeah.
love moose.
Yeah, they come to Sweden and they steal the road signs with moose on them.
That's what they do?
Yeah, they're fascinated by moose
Oh.
for some reason.
Oh, well, I understand why, but...
There's like the moose traffic sign budget to cover for the theft of the signs.
No way. This is so weird. I mean, they should go to one of the souvenir shops then, because they are full of moose things now.
But it's more authentic to get one off of the road.
Okay, well, just try to ship it home, I guess.
And apparently Moose Man is from the US, so hello US.
We failed. Oh, royally. Look at that.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
I guess the US people are like Germans for Canada.
Okay,
Because
that
Canada has
explains it.
moose as well.
Canada moose.
Yeah.
Instead of Canada goose. Why goose? Like, who named that brand?
It's not a
Interesting.
brand, it's a bird.
No, Canada goose is a brand.
It's a bird.
I think it's a brand as
Yes,
well.
named after the bird.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a brand. Yes, it's a jacket brand. Trust me on this. I know more about jackets than you do. Oh my god. Okay.
So, sorry, there's a thingy. There we go. Canada Goose. That's
Yeah.
why, because probably they take these feathers and put in the jackets.
Makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much. What would I do without you?
I don't know, buy more jackets?
Even with you, I buy more jackets. Doesn't
Exactly.
help.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ah,
You
but-
said, what would I do without you?
Right.
Buy more jackets.
Yeah, no, I really shouldn't buy more jackets. I have enough now. More than enough.
Nard Dog says, I thought Germans were super law-abiding. Maybe only in Germany. No, I think they're pretty law-abiding here too, except for when you find a moose
Wait for
sign.
it. Wait for it, because Germans are typing now.
Ooh,
So I want
the Germans are typing.
I want
Oh,
their
he's-
input
he-
on this.
Yeah, he's gonna say, yeah, I have one of those.
Let's see what the EMC says. Well, in fact, Dax can comment too to all that. And let's see if we have Germans here with moose signs that they stole from Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really funny. I never knew that. I had no idea. This is just so funny.
Yeah. Nod Dog says, those Canada geese are mean and very messy. Oh, fuck yeah. We used to grow up, well, I grew up, not used to grow up. I grew up in a very small village. There were like 1,500 people there or whatever. But we had two beaches, one kind of normal-ish size, the other one tiny. But both of them fucking covered in shit from these birds and swans. But especially Canada geese. And they were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Every winter they kind of, or summer or whatever.
I guess there is
spring,
a reason why they hunt them for their feathers or something.
Or just grow them, I don't know.
Grow them. You
Oh.
know, like what's the big bird here? Jesus Christ! Why?
Seagull.
The seagulls here, yes, the
Yeah.
mean seagulls, the really mean seagulls that feel like they kick you on the side and literally feels like a human being kicked you on the side.
Yeah.
Those seagulls that steal your hot dogs.
Yeah. I used to have, Proton says, like Steven Seagull.
Yes,
Yes,
those seagulls.
I actually used to have a seagull in my backyard, and I called him Steven, even though it turns out maybe it was a female because it laid eggs, and then I had a seagull baby out there.
Stephen the mom, it's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah, exactly. But he was not happy when I came around with the lawnmower. He kind of swooped in and tried to scare me away.
Uh-huh.
No, not happy at all.
And Steve and Seagulls is a nice band, says I0. Haven't heard of them yet.
No.
But sounds nice indeed. And we also prepared a song.
We also did that.
Well, I didn't, you did. Yes. For Harry Potter and Chris Hülsbeck and Hair Combat, which is air combat, but needed to add that age there. So
at least not a hairy pothead.
at least he's not combating with hair loss or whatnot.
Well, that dude isn't.
Well, but definitely he doesn't either. Hit by
Anyway,
a seagull on a roller coaster. Yeah, that must hurt. Must
Yeah.
have hurt. Jesus Christ.
yeah, I guess there's a reason why jet planes go down when you get hit by them fuckers.
Yes, they are
when they get sucked into
incredibly
the
big.
engine.
Chris
Anyway, here's
Hülsbeck.
Chris, the Hülsbecky type person. Jaish.
We love Jaish and dramatic things and epic things.
Epic dramatic
Epic
things.
dramatic things. Indeed.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Hmm.
Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I don't know.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
But will we be back for the next Zzap event? I think we will.
With some conditions, I would say. Need more time to rig because 2 hours, less than 2 hours, simply isn't enough.
Of course.
And also need proper camera stands. I need to get 2 new ones because this one is now broken. So that will travel nowhere. So if you want to donate to a camera stand, there you go, in front of the beer can. There you go. That would be nice. I have found a pretty decent one for like $80 or whatever. So a $140 for carbon fiber. Kind of folds very neatly into a small, like 40 centimeters, 1.1 kilogram.
Both of them?
No, the carbon fiber one. The other one. Yes,
magnesium
I know.
one was 1.1 kilogram. The other one.
No, that was the carbon one.
Okay.
The magnesium one, we do not know.
Okay, I would check that up.
Yes, but either way, also needs to be sturdy enough to be able to transport properly without breaking like this plasticky shit.
The reason why I'm saying this, because Slaygon was very cute coming to me before the traveling, a few hours before we were packing, and he was like, I kind of measured my cabin baggage. I
weighed it.
Yeah, and weighed it, of course. And then, will it be okay if it's around 30 kilos? And I'm like, no.
Needed a lot of gear, okay?
30 kilos, and then, okay, let's split this out between us because that's not gonna work. And then, of course, usually the cabin baggage weight limit is about 10 kilos, occasionally 8 kilos for the bigger bag. And we had 8 kilos, and we got away with 12, I guess, on the way there. And I wanted to kind of spare him with the don't check it in, but he checked it in, and then they said 12 kilos, not good.
Yeah, but she said I'll let it go this time. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine this time. But for next time, no, it's 8 kilo limit. Okay, it's fine, thank you. But I was prepared to actually pay for the baggage and whatnot.
That's very noble of you.
If it would have come to that, it's not like I could leave anything because every single thing I had in the bag was needed.
Yeah, exactly. And imagine the plane going down because we are so overweight.
Yeah, so I would need to go to the gym before to lose weight.
Okay. Well,
5 kilo difference per person makes a huge difference on 300-ish people, right?
Right, and airlines don't care about that fact.
Exactly.
They only care about your baggage. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I will get those cargo pants after all.
Baggage, at least, they can shift around so that it balances things out, but they have no idea how much people weigh. They just assign them a seat. What if they randomly, like at some point, accidentally put all the heavy people on one side of the plane and all the light people on one side of the plane? It just gonna go like, I don't know, like a gangster car go on the side, like that. But I'm a plane now.
You're a plane now. After this, maybe I will really get those cargo pants.
Yeah, but maybe without the bell bottoms.
Oh, come on. That's optically better when it's...
Optically, definitely not better.
Definitely better.
Oh, no.
Just because you hate bell bottoms,
yes,
not everyone has to hate them. Yeah, well, that's gonna be a
They have to,
conversation.
yes, they have
to
to.
hate them. That how it works, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, Nod Dog says the plane would go in circles. Yeah, you just take off and then just land. Oh, that was quick.
Oh, everyone posting their dogs. Oh,
Very cute dogs.
very, very cute dogs. Okay. So,
Yeah, so let me just bring those up. This is Harry, Marcel's dog.
yeah, we met him. He is
Yes,
a
he's very hairy.
angel.
And this is Lala's dog.
Oh. Oh.
Lala said Harry could have our dog for breakfast. Yeah, it's a very nice hot dog. And this is Moose Man. Oh, okay.
Is that a Labrador?
It kind of looks like it. Sort of, maybe. I don't know. This is not a dog.
No, but
That's
he's awesome.
Ryan George.
Yeah, we love him. And,
Whose dog was that? Matt Ricardo.
Oh,
My doggy would eat all your doggies.
oh my God.
Hello, Jimmy Z. Cheers.
Cheers, indeed.
Levi. Oh, that is such a beautiful dog.
Indeed.
And Dax.
Oh my God, those
Someone
eyes.
wants candy.
Oh. Oh, let's have a dog as well. The cats would be so happy.
Oh, they would be so happy indeed. Like when Hannes and Sandra came by with their dog.
That was their very first time meeting a dog in their whole life.
Yeah, I guess if you get it when it's a puppy, it's different.
That's true. That would be no. Let's not get it because then no, they are so cute. Anyway, let's play Milasoft's request, which is Black Lamp.
Oh, Lack Blamp.
Black Lamp. Imagine who did this.
Well, I can see it was me. Did I do it? Did I do that?
The realization of the fact.
squeak.
Squeaky squeak.
Is that the shortest karang ever?
I think you need to ask yourself about this.
Well, what happened with the fiddlydom? Slaygon. Oi, hey. Oh, I'm here. Yes. Slaygon. What happened with the fiddlydom? I don't know. I was supposed to have a fiddlydom and then kind of ran out of time. So that's your excuse, is it? Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah.
That's my life, basically.
That's my life. That's my life.
It's fun to live with such a creature.
Yeah, Matt Ricardo says, not even a karang. Exactly. It's just a...
I don't know how he can live with himself like this.
Yeah, it's almost a boss fade at the end there. But it was a compo track, by the way. So
yes.
yeah, I usually end the compo tracks with a big ass like kick and a cymbal type thing. So there we go.
So
yeah, I think I'm excused. Oh, thank you. Oh well, see, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are in a dream.
Slaygon interviewing himself, brilliant, says Lala. Well, you do know that for that purpose you can just ask me and I will ask questions.
Oh.
And you will
ask me.
Answer answers.
Ask me.
Yes.
Oh, I need to fix that frame rate. That's horrible.
Oh, I'm sorry, my frame rate is horrible. Yes, please. I'm listening.
Fix your frame rate. Ziona is not updating fast enough.
Yes, I'm still listening.
I don't know what I was going to ask.
Oh, come on. Or am I the one who is supposed to ask questions? Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, you're usually the interviewer. And yeah, we did bring all sorts of wireless microphones and stuff like that, but seeing as we didn't have enough time to rig everything, we actually never got around to using them.
Right, the morning flight, the 6 a.m. morning flight, this was exactly why we took the 6 a.m. morning flight, so you will have time to rig things up.
Yes, but I couldn't. Once we got there, the table was full with stuff.
True.
So there was no place I could actually rig.
Next time, this will be better.
Yes.
And not a morning flight of 6 a.m. because that is unbearable. And
yeah, we didn't sleep at all that night.
No, we didn't. So and for me it's quite okay because I can still sleep on the plane, but these guys cannot. They just cannot. They were fucked, like completely utterly borked. And when we got there they were like but I was
zombies.
also I was also zombie because, well, all that you can sleep on a plane is an hour or 1.5, so that's not too much. So next time, let's be more clever about this, shall we?
That would be good. That would be good.
I definitely vote for Bit Live as well to go at least Thursday evening, if not earlier. That
too will be very different from the usual setup that we do. We need to cover a lot more distance than we usually do, so that's going to be interesting. Plus, if we do the live show from there, like Kjetil wanted us to do.
We do a live show from there?
Well, yeah, he asked us
in our chat.
Okay. So that's going to add a bit of complexity to the thing, because then we need to rig and then re-rig, most likely.
What's up with all those people wanting live shows on stage now?
Yeah. Danko joins us and says, complaining about your trip to Zzap, are we? Well, cry me an effing river.
Oh, because the context is that Danko had the most adventurous trip ever that one can have.
That was insanity.
And I think all the details must be shared by him. I asked him to post it somewhere so people can actually read through it, because there's so many tiny details there that there's just no, it's impossible. But well, he went through everything. He went through flight cancellation as for starters, then passport, like they suspected him that he had
The fake passport.
and
had
then
what, 2 verifiers to actually verify their real passports.
and the
it's a real
verifiers
passport.
came in the last 2 minutes before they kind of took off. So like if he would make it like 2 minutes later, then he wouldn't make it to the replacement flight either, which was 4 hours later than the cancelled flight, or 6 hours, I don't remember. But yeah, basically it's something you would never want to go through ever in your life when you're flying.
And then when he landed and took the taxi, that got rerouted as well because they closed down the fucking road. Oh yeah, 2
and
cops
aborted landing. Yeah, right.
And 2 cops that thought he was loitering in Frankfurt.
I don't want to go through it again and be traumatized, so won't explain more. But yes, once you are over your PTSD, please make a post out of this. I think it's fucking funny when like post traumatic
after the fact. Yes. Oh, and the kerosene on the plane, the pilot needing to go on the PA of the plane saying, yeah, don't worry about the kerosene, it's the plane next to us.
And also they couldn't land because they didn't get the permission to land.
Yeah, it was very close to landing, but there was some other plane near, either just about to land or take off. I can't remember exactly, but so adventurous. That was but it was so fucking nice that you could actually make it, because I haven't seen Danko in years, so it was really, really, really nice to see him again. Always warms my heart. It's so nice.
And it was so nice to see you guys. I still have the photos of you saying goodbye to each other. So it's I don't think anyone can beat Danko in his story with everything that happened to him. That's the craziest thing. And the craziest thing is that he was determined enough to still go through with it. So
yeah, I think Dax just posted a picture. I think, were you there? Trying to catch Danko when he landed, because this is kind of Danko trying to land on the plane in Birmingham. That went really well, as you can see. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, indeed. Where were we? I don't know if I sent you something, but we will play something before. Because poor Proton, I really feel sorry. I think that everyone at their lives at some point, and I will probably realize this very soon as well. Backups, not enough backups. You never can make enough backups. I'm so sorry for what happened to you. And I was thinking, he said that we didn't play Space Debris before. I was pretty certain we did, but I think...
Play what?
Protons, Space Debris.
Oh, debris. Okay.
Debris. I know. Leave me alone with that.
No, I just didn't understand what you were trying to say.
I always say Space Debris for some reason, so it will just stay that way for me. I know. It's my fault, and I'll take the blame. But the thing is that we played Space Debris, but in the work in progress form. So he is right. We didn't play the entire version just yet.
We didn't?
Yeah, so we need to give this to him, and he also wanted to show this off, I think, earlier to Pete as well. So, yes, we will do that right now. And, after that, we will come back with whatever you prepared there. You did?
Whatever I prepared.
Whatever he prepared.
You're in for a surprise. Look! You have a better frame rate now.
I do?
Yes, you do. If you compare this frame rate to the previous frame rate,
But what
you will
happened?
see that it does not flicker here anymore.
Well, that's...
Now mine
Brilliant.
does, like a mofo.
oh, okay.
Because I haven't fixed mine yet.
And it's not only about the lights, is it?
No,
No.
not only. Even though they do matter as well.
Flicker? Why? I hardly know her.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, but I like this chain of thought here. Let me get back to the start.
With the
Danko's,
three backups.
yeah, so Sony got lots of movies, music, and so on they own and can't risk lose. The commissioned legendary producer George Massenburg solved this. George wrote a white paper for Sony and they implemented it into their system that also push constant backups to every new upcoming format. George Massenburg explained this to me many years ago, said Danko. In summary, he said, if data does not exist in 3 different formats in 3 different physical locations, then it doesn't exist. Oh my god, all my data is non-existent. But yes.
The problem here is that I do recordings of the video as well, locally on 2 places here in the studio. Then once we're done, I copy it to a 3rd place.
Good.
Plus, there's also the backup on Twitch and on YouTube. So, kind of Google Drive, I guess, and Amazon Drive, because Twitch is Amazon.
And an additional thought.
It's not the original thing, though, but still better than nothing.
Additional thought to this, just to give others some idea. Ever since then, I have always made sure to back up to 3 different formats like CD/DVD and SSD and USB stick, for instance, and store them in 3 different places.
And like I suggested, top drawer, middle drawer, and bottom drawer. That's 3 different places.
Yay.
Whatever says, still set at 50 hertz. Oh, it's not a hertz problem per se, it's a frame rate problem with the TV and the thingy mabob. Frame rate, a hertz problem would be banding over the screen, not flickering.
Aww, Tom's
Yeah, I
posted.
already showed that on the stream, but it's worth showing that again because it's a damn good photo. Thank you, Tomsk.
Yeah, I tried to lay back so Glyn is visible, but Glyn did not want to be that visible, so apparently.
Yeah, it's a damn good photo.
It is. Agreed. And you and Danko, it's sensational. Seriously, you sitting in Danko's lap, it's the best thing ever.
Where else would I sit? Come on.
Well, not in my lap, apparently.
Nah,
You would push me a little bit.
You wouldn't be visible then. A little bit of red
True.
over the shoulder, or over my
true.
shoulder or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have like red armpit hair or something.
Yeah.
You cannot risk that.
Yeah. Oh, and Hagar says Amazon Drive would be AWS S3. Yeah, sure. But Twitch is owned by Amazon, so I kind of view that as a sort of a backup, short-term backup, mind you, but still, in case things go completely bonkers in here, then at least we have that one as a backup.
At least.
At least. But yeah, I've been thinking of setting up an S3 storage and just have that as a kind of a cold storage type thing and just push everything onto Amazon S3.
Cold storage. Ha ha ha.
Yes. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. He wasn't there,
No, he wasn't.
but he was at Bit Live 2
Yes.
years ago.
Yes.
And we have a great picture of him from
Yes.
the booth, as it were.
Yes.
Mm.
We
Right-
have
right
a great
before-
picture with him.
Yes,
Yes, totally.
exactly. Not just of him, but with him. Whee!
Yay! So the next requester.
I'm gonna put that as a thumbnail for the storage.
Oh, ha, ha.
And GoHank says S3 is very cost effective. Yeah, especially if you go for the cold storage option. That costs basically nothing.
Plans to do the same.
Bigots!
Now, it's only me left who needs to come up with some sort of backup solution then. Yeah, didn't dig deeper into this, so I'm gonna ask.
We'll sort that out because I'm gonna connect C64.space to Amazon S3
Excellent.
for backups.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So here is someone who calls himself Ziona's husband, Franco the bodybuilder.
There we go. Okay, so I have a wife from a couple of weeks back, and now you have a husband.
Who is a bodybuilder?
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently so. Yeah, yeah. That's good to know.
I need to put myself together for a bodybuilder. It's I'm skinny fat for this shit now.
I don't think the bodybuilder cares that much.
No,
No.
they
No.
don't. You think? Well, they work with these, like, I don't know, 0.25% body fat type of people.
When they are about to compete.
Yeah, of course. Not and after competition, first thing is pizza. So
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, they look like normal people.
yeah, sometimes ever so slightly.
Most of
Anyway,
the time, yes.
now that I have a bodybuilder husband, he
We
wants.
must celebrate.
Yes, he wants to hear Dax and a Barbarian.
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 Barrier. Oh wait, we need volume as well.
Yes.
That'll help.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Here you go. 5 years ago, he uploaded this to YouTube. Doodly-dum.
Wow, that's a gorgeous track.
Or brrrm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbarian is great.
Yeah, it is, and this is an awesome remix, and yeah, it just made me think back to my early years of work when I was 21 years old, and how ironic that I was so exposed to this thing even back then when I didn't know anything about, well, almost anything about the Commodore 64, and I didn't know absolutely nothing. No, I
Did you know anything about
No,
the
hang on
Atari
a minute.
64?
No. That's not entirely true. Not entirely true, because at that time, when I started to work, I already knew Commodore 64 remixes. So, no, but it was a completely like different people there, because, well, my first colleagues, who were the PHP guys, obviously, because I was working with them as the graphic designer and whatnot, and HTML, CSS person. And they were actually singing this, like, and I did not realize that time that what they are singing, but they were like humming this continuously sometimes, and it's just so fun to think back on them. And well, in fact, with some of them we are still in touch on Facebook. Well, we didn't really communicate. Yeah, I am, and yeah, every now and then I see that they kind of like some posts and whatnot, and yeah, they probably wouldn't think either how far we can go from the things. What do I work with now? Now, technically, well, my title is web producer, but I'm helping the bug reports on the website currently. So I do also like design advising kind of how should we do things, but not really involved directly with design right now. Like not me is not the executor, so to speak. So yeah,
You're not the executioner.
I'm not the
Chop heads off because Barbarian. That's what you did.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that was pretty constant in my life, that I was constantly communicating with the developers. That's yeah. I was never a developer, but I was always next to them.
Yeah,
so it's
so every time you go to work, you're like Steve of Microsoft and scream, "Developers, developers, developers!" Have you not seen that one?
No, I think I have seen that one. Yes, and no, Danko, not Jasmine.
Well, at one point it was.
At one point.
And
I met a lot of great developers there as well, in fact.
Okay, so what is the $64,000 question? Holy cow, I'm gonna have to tough it up now. Here we go. What's the $64,000 question for the field?
Why are you so sweaty?
What is the most asked question that I've received this week? What the hell are we supposed to do about .NET, Steve? It's a very good question, and it's got a very, very clear answer. Developers. The key to .NET, the key to industry transformation, the key to success is developers, 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 developers.
He's more sweaty than Lee Evans, stand-up comedian who sweats a lot.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if people know that this will happen. Why are they wearing long sleeve shirt? But
well, why are they wearing brightly colored shirts?
Yeah, like the solution would be so easy. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, developers everywhere, pretty much in probably all my workplaces. And yeah, it's technically it's much quicker. Like you usually get the first message from someone that, "Oi, the computer doesn't work," and then thank you for the specification. Would you be able to specify what exactly doesn't work and why? And then
I switch it on and it doesn't switch on.
Yeah, exactly. So, the website doesn't work. What is the error message that you got? And
You mean error message? I can't see anything. The monitor is off.
Yeah, and then, well, I usually have a pretty good idea why it doesn't work. And then, luckily, the error report is not about it's not working, because I guess that would take a lot of time to figure out what exactly is not working. They don't need to do this figuring out part, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Nodog has a good point. He says, I think he was wearing Commodore Blue. Yeah, that's very true. The light blue border around the Commodore.
Yeah, but that was very
screen.
light blue. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was it that light blue, though?
Yeah, we can check. Let's switch that bugger on and see if we can get an image off of an actual C64.
Also, excellent time to put in a request if anyone wants to.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. Excellent time.
Yes, it is.
So, amongst the 120 scenes that you have, where is that?
Where is what?
Where is the scene that you are looking for?
I was trying to figure out why I don't see anything. And that's because I haven't switched it on.
Oh, well, now we just see black.
Yes, now we see black.
We are so ready to see
we
ready.
We are very ready. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. That's not light blue, though.
Not very light blue. It's very yellow. It does this sometimes. I don't know why.
We are not going to be able to preview this, I'm
yes,
afraid.
we are.
That's very yellow.
Reset to basic.
Slaygon is very determined.
There we go. Light blue.
No, that's much darker. Come on.
The border on the outside.
Yeah, that's much darker than Steve Ballmer's shirt.
Is it though?
It is.
Okay.
Is it though?
It
So
is.
what if?
Is it though?
Compare.
There we go.
Yes, much darker. I'm sorry.
This part here?
Yes. Yes, it is darker. Look at that shirt.
Which part?
Oh my god, no. I give up with this one. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's check the Amiga Remix department again, if you will.
Oh, we have a department?
We have an Amiga Remix department, yes.
I recently discovered that you can actually switch the theme back to the old theme.
You can?
Yes, on AmigaRemix.com.
And then the file names will go back to normal as well?
What do you mean file names?
Well, they are
The file
lowercase now and
they
with
always have been.
spaces. No,
Yes,
they weren't.
I think.
They weren't. No. Before the switch, the file names were with like capital and whatnot, but not
Are you
anymore.
sure?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, that also changed with the redesign, I think.
Oh, and Gohanks has a good point. He says, men don't see colors the same way.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when you're dealing with a designer.
Yeah, true. Like the fact that currently I'm not doing like a lot of visual design doesn't mean that I got blind to colors. They are very important to me, obviously. So, obviously. So yes, colors are very important.
Yes.
They have a direct impact on your mood, just in case you would be wondering. And Barry Leach posted.
This is very green.
Barry Leach posted at some of the channels his new colorful keyboard, and then Lala says that in what way this is impacting productivity, and well, I would say in every possible way. A colorful keyboard with colorful lights definitely affects productivity. Okay.
How?
It affects your mood, you know, especially those nice LED lights and all of that. Yeah.
Oh, is that
so
why
great.
I always kind of tend to go for the dark keyboards and even
that's
spray
because
paint,
you are boring.
even spray painted the keys so you couldn't even see the letters?
Well, the dark keyboards are boring, but no, yes, that's why you're
can
going
be boring.
for that. Okay. The request of Funky Data is SoundLogic and Rise Up, and that's an Amiga remix.
Rise up.
It's going to be a very, very big hit.
Hit, 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 hit.
Squee. Silence. It doesn't work.
Silence!
It doesn't work.
You
The
press
scenes are not
here.
working.
Yes, they are. You press this one.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh god, no.
These on the top just change the camera.
Yeah, I don't need to start with this now. I'm fine.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Okay.
You're fine.
Glad we agree on that part. Kind of. So, Marcel added, yes, colors are nice when one has daughter anomaly. Green and red mixed up. Got used to it. Very interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's green and red or blue and red for me. when I did my mönstring, as in when you go in for a checkup if and what you're gonna do in the military. I was gonna be some sort of engineer to build and blow up bridges, but yeah, couldn't really do much in the field, as it were, because my slight color blindness with blue and red, or if it was green and red, I can't remember which.
I did
Both,
not know
I
you have
think.
this too.
Most males actually have that.
What?
Yeah, it's quite, not most, but many. It's way more prevalent in males than in females.
Ah.
So, for instance, like all of these blue LEDs, I cannot see the outline of them because it's just smears out and becomes a very big blurry blue blob.
But that's different than seeing different colors.
Yeah, it's not seeing different colors. It's when they go in together. Like I can't see a sharp line if you have a blue patch and a sharp line, and then it goes into red. I cannot see a sharp line in between. It's
yeah,
blurry.
I get that.
Yeah, with blue lights, LEDs and whatnot, they're just big halo.
Huh. Okay. So there are different anomalies because there is proton anomaly, which is reduced sensitivity to red light, daughter anomaly, which Marcel mentioned, which is a reduced sensitivity to green light, and this is the most common form of color blindness, and trit anomaly, which is reduced sensitivity to blue light, extremely rare. But you don't have that, do you?
Which one was the last one?
The trit anomaly, which is means reduced sensitivity to blue light.
No, I don't think I have a reduced sensitivity. It's just that especially when it's mixed with red, it becomes a problem. But apparently Marcel can't read this, so if you want to pass secret messages on Discord to me, you can type them in this, because I can see that. That's 12. That's 74.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6. That's 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2. 29. 7. 45. Or 46. 5, I say. 40. No, that's 5. 97. 8. 42. Yay!
You're good.
8. No, 3.
No, that's 3, yes.
Yes. So green and red also a little bit of problem.
Nope.
But yeah, I think I got all of those right.
And Marcel says nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, that's a 6 that you posted, Marcel.
Wow.
Wow, you don't see any of them? Wow, that's
No,
cool.
It seems like he didn't. Several of them.
Wow, that is interesting. Very dark green and black or grey. Yeah,
How
Danko
is
says
that?
also colorblind. I cannot differentiate between very dark green and black or grey. Yeah, this is the only reason I am not an astronaut or jet pilot, he says.
The only reason.
Yeah, of course, it's the only reason. No, I have the same problem, like with your bag. We went out and you said, I'm wearing my blue bag. I'm like, no, you're not. It's fucking black.
Which one?
One of your bags. I don't know which one. The black one that is apparently not black. That one.
Okay. Well, I need to check that out.
Yeah, but you said, but it was a very, very bright day, very sunny. So at just the right angle, I could actually hint the blue in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But had it been indoors, that would have been completely black for me.
Well, there are such colors, yes.
Yeah, but you could see the blue in it indoors too. I couldn't.
Wow. That's... Danko says it's very common among men in the Czech and Slovak areas, as well as men in Wales.
Wales? That's
Wales.
interesting.
And disclaimer, his parents are from Slovakia.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never met any man in a whale. But then again, I've never been in a whale either, so...
Inside a whale, you
yeah,
know? Yeah, okay.
Like a Ahab.
Huh. Okay. Interesting things we learn about today.
Yeah, very interesting. I was surprised I could read most of those numbers. Well, all of those numbers, actually. Because back in the day when I did the mönstring, there was a color combo that was like, I just couldn't read it. But I don't remember which one it was.
I posted a link where they actually show a few types of color blindness and how they see the pictures, like, you know, for normal eyes. And it's mind-blowing how there are some colors filtered out, and like how they look different, like, and then how do you make a difference, like purple, like you were born with this condition and you have literally never seen a purple color, for example, because what you can see is blue, but you won't know it since you have no idea how purple is in real life.
Or the opposite, or something.
Yeah, like how?
Like here.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
And there are arrows where you can, with the arrows, you can go to left and right, and you can actually check several conditions. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Wow. It just blows my mind.
Huh. Interesting. Well, at least I don't see in monochrome. That would be kind of boring.
Yeah, true, but as a musician, maybe it's not that necessary.
Yeah,
but
maybe, but I also like painting and things like that. So, yeah, I kind of like color.
Yeah, I know. I like it too, a lot.
But as a musician and a colorful instrument, like, yeah, what of it?
Well, it helps with the synesthesia if you have one.
No, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I automatically associate colors with notes, so for me it's kind of just happening in my brain without a choice. Oh, wow. Here's another interesting thing, says Marcel. My daughter, born in the Netherlands and raised bilingual in Dutch and English, is dyslexic in Dutch but not in English. How does that happen?
Well,
Wow.
that's...
Yeah, I don't know. This is so weird.
Huh. That is very weird. Is that even possible? What?
Yeah, like...
How... What?
Sounds like there must be some sort of psychological background to this as well, maybe?
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe, yeah, I
That's
mean...
very weird.
Yeah, it's really interesting. What? Dyslexic walked into a bra, says Nunko.
Is that their excuse?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Okay, good excuse, I guess.
And also, Danko says, I used to learn piano playing with colors and had colored stickers on each key, and it went like blue, blue, green, green, red, red, blue, blue. Turns out I was colorblind, so grey, 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 grey.
Oh my god. Yeah, that didn't help, did it? And
yeah, I guess with the dyslexia with Marcel's daughter, I think it must be that different languages are in different parts of the body. So her left leg is not dyslexic, but her right leg is.
Okay. That's a medically acceptable answer of Slaygon, yes.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. Franco's soon-to-be ex-wife,
This leg tick.
this leg tick.
Says Stanko. Yes. Apt observation. Yes. Sorry.
Franco's soon-to-be ex-wife wants to hear Llamusic and digital Sanyo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I
Old,
know.
but still good.
I know, it's always good, right? So, also a good place to put in some requests if you feel like it.
Slay.radio/request.
love
Music.
this remix.
Digital Sanyo.
Yes. And
Digital
Llamusic.
technology.
Digital Sanyo with digital technology.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, still interesting dyslexia discussion going on there.
Yeah, I never
Oh,
thought
yeah.
of that proofreaders need to apply this filter, built-in filter.
Yeah, I think it kind of explains why I am pretty good at catching misspellings in English and Swedish, because I had to learn the languages from scratch.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of explains a few things there.
Yeah, I don't think I would be a great proofreader in that sense, because I would catch all the grammar errors there and they would annoy me.
Yeah, well, that's what proofreaders do.
Yeah, I know, but
So you would be a good one.
yeah, but it's also a bit what Danko said, to bypass cognitive bias.
Hmm.
Because you know what a word should say, so you accept a spelling error.
Yeah, it's like if you read a word and you switch the two letters in the middle, most people don't actually catch it at all, because you just recognize you just recognize the shape of the word.
Yes,
in essence.
yogier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Oh. 3 spelling errors on his on Danko's first CD single, Star Child. We have it here. Where is the spelling error?
Let
Or
me.
the 3. You know where.
Will you
where
find
it
it? Because the
No,
thing is,
where
yes,
is it?
I did an order here.
Yes, you
That's
did.
why.
I'm guessing it's somewhere around here.
It's the 64 stuff is separated, I think, and it should be
Somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the
But
rainbow.
not everything has on its side. Oh God.
No, because it's not an actual CD. It's I think. Oh yeah, it is. It's the slim case, I think. Yeah. Find it?
There we go. Star Child.
Yeah. See, I've read this so many times, and I have not seen any spelling errors. So it's in the booklet, I'm guessing, because it's not on the CD. Because this is interesting.
But
because I don't
that
know.
is the second CD single by Star Child. Sorry.
Starship 1? Oh.
No, that's not the Star Child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh. So maybe I have the. That's not even a slim case. I think that's just the kind of a. What's it called? The sleeve jacket or something.
No.
You make too many CDs, Danko.
Do you want to imply he should stop?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
No.
No, it's just I think it's even thinner. Maybe I don't have the actual inlay thing for that. Yeah. Anyway.
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 Yeah.
But
So-
yes, cognitive biases are a bitch, and it's prevalent not just with letters and words. It's with basically everything. You have if you do music, for instance, you hear a certain melody and then you memorize it, and turns out you memorized the wrong fucking note. But when you put it down later, it sounds like the right one, because that's how you memorized it.
Sometimes I memorize songs 1 key lower or higher. So I'm like, no,
Or faster.
this was... Well, that too. But it's typically like Oh, but that's weird. And then there is like one key difference, but
Yeah.
whatever. But anyway. I just realized we have something here. There we go. But not here. How is that even possible?
What are
We
you
don't have
looking for?
everything.
Oh, Peter Mörck.
Mörck. Indeed, Mörck. And yeah, it's kind of...
Did you...
I searched in our archive directory. This is not there. So we need to download it.
Oh, wow.
So now we downloaded it.
No, we downloaded it.
Now we did.
No, we
And now
downloaded
we
it.
added
Did
here.
it.
Excellent.
But yes, the previous track released in 2005, I think. The one I requested is from 2002.
Ooh, okay. We are
so-
doing these early pieces now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, okay, we can do your early
it doesn't,
piece.
It doesn't matter which order we do it. So I just thought it interesting that the soundscape kind of gives away roughly the time or the era they're from.
But it
nice
aged
one, Matt
well.
Ricardo. I like that logo.
Oh, so nice. Yes.
Yes.
But anyway.
So there you are. Unless you're colorblind. It's a very nice logo.
I don't dare to ask Marcel.
Yeah, he probably doesn't see it at all. It's like, yeah, that's
No, forget
bathroom tiles.
And is there a way to enhance these pictures so he will be able to see as well? For the
yeah.
colorblind folks, it's a Sinclair logo, said Matt Ricardo.
Oh, no, that's just mean, Matt.
Oh. Anyway, you requested.
I did request a thing, one of my favorite tunes of all time ever, and I have a hard time seeing that changing anytime soon. It used to be my ring signal and everything. It's LMan and Scroll Methine. What is a methine? Apparently I have a dyslexia for actual letters as well. Scroll Machine, Fifth Dream About Happiness. Janice would say, "Oh my God!"
But where is Chandler?
What?
But where is Chandler?
Yeah, he doesn't have an "oh my God"
I
thing.
know, but Janice was his girlfriend
Yes,
for so long.
yes, well, off and on kind
Off and on.
of thing. But anyway, absolutely fantastic remix, that one. And yes, LMan finally remixed Completo, which sounds like Yip. This was originally by Yip. Jari Olkoinen? I can't remember now.
So a Finnish person.
Oh yeah, Yip is very Finnish. Met him at X, so awesome.
You verified at X that he's very Finnish.
Yes, very
Because
Finnish.
his name wasn't enough to verify that.
No. No, the awesome wasn't for him being Finnish. It was awesome music.
Yeah, of course. Right.
But yeah, the Completo obviously not by Yip. It's by Anders Andrén, very Swedish. But yeah,
We also met him at Data Storm.
we did indeed.
And then we never heard of him again.
Olkkonen, thank you, Marcel. Jori, not Jari, Jori Olkkonen.
Matt.
Matt posts this and says, "Greatest book I've ever read." Very braily.
Oh my God, talking about the colorblind still. And the blind.
Yeah, there was a picture of what's his Ray Charles? What's his name? The blind dude who plays the piano. Oh, hold on. Where is it? God, for fuck's sake! What's his name? Not Ray Charles.
No, you mean the most
Stevie
famous
Wonder.
guy? Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
Matt, you got it. Ray Charles. Bastard. Oh, Jesus. Me and names. I know
Yeah.
that dude.
That's how great he is. So anyone who didn't get recognized on the weekend, this is why he doesn't even know Stevie Wonder. Or, well, he doesn't remember his name, apparently.
Well, I know the name and I know the face. I just can't connect them. It's kind of blue and red for me. Like blurry areas there.
C64 Glenn
is-
says, yes, it's Ray Charles.
Yeah, so did Matt Ricardo. Bastards. Actually, they're both blind and play music. Oh, well, yeah, true, but still. What did Stevie Wonder's wife do when she pissed him off? Moving around the furniture. Yeah. I think that about wraps it up for the visual section of the Slay Radio show for tonight.
Visual impairment.
Yes.
Hope no one is pissed at us. We didn't mean it.
Yeah, well, that just means they're at least not deaf.
Well, good if they are listening to us. I mean, ears might be very useful for this, though.
Yeah. It's an
Eyes,
it's a
maybe
nice,
not that much, but
yeah, well,
ears.
it's a nice visual, I guess. But watching this for 3 hours with someone yapping away and you
and not
don't
having
hear
sign
anything.
language added, it's
Well,
probably not.
Maybe they're very, very good at lip reading.
That would be too good.
Oh, I think there might be some lip reading software coming shortly. That you just feed it video and it can read the lips.
Well, that's brilliant, but still, what does it do with those that are not articulating a lot?
What are you talking about?
I know.
Very, very different thing, I guess. If you're
Him
doing
and
all
his
this,
son
yeah.
has one sentence in common, and they say it the same way. I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know. Oh well. Yes.
Oh well.
Oh well. Like father, like son.
Like fodder cannon. What?
Father Cannon, and we are grattising Denmark for what exactly?
I think there
Is it
was
the
some sort of
Eurovision,
no.
or-
I think there was some sort of a hockey game going on
Sorry.
earlier.
Yeah, the Eurovision was also now, but I didn't check the results just yet, so I
yeah.
have no idea what's going on.
I just saw a hockey club somewhere in one of the things someone posted. I didn't check who played.
Nah, these commercial stuff we have no idea about.
Yeah.
But anyway, Moose Man wants to hear.
Moose man. I don't know what that was.
Peter Mörck and Auf Wiedersehen, Monty. Oberheim edit.
Oldie.
Fiddly-dum.
Fiddly dump. Are you having a dump on that one?
I'm not.
Good.
And it's
'cause a
in
good
fact
one.
it was historical for Mooseman, because he said that this was the first song I heard when tuning into Slay, and I thought it would be fun to actually hear it from start to finish.
Yeah, nice.
We all have these
that's-
tunes
Yeah, and
in our hearts.
it's a bit of a gamble to request it on a live show and expect to hear it from start to finish without interruption.
But this time
This time-
we were relaxed about it.
And Marcel recently found out that Rob was trying to emulate a Roland TR-505 with the drums in the original SID of Auf Wiedersehen.
Nice. And also a fun fact from Danko again. Last weekend was the first time Rob Hubbard ever held and shot with a weapon. His weapon of choice was an AR-15 assault rifle with an attached bayonet for no reason.
I suggested he may have tried to optimize time, and he was heading inside to slice his scones for the tea time. Yeah.
But yeah, we saw the photo.
We saw
and
the picture, and he
looked
holds it
good.
very weirdly. Very weirdly.
Yeah, he looked good, but it's odd positioning, I think. What was that? With the... I don't know how to keep the weapon, so I have no idea, but yes.
Out of reach of children, that's how you keep it.
He's such a good father. Anyway.
Yeah, and my son is like 34.
Anyway, where were we?
In the studio.
Thank you, very helpful.
Slay Radio Studios #1.
Ah, my God. If I wouldn't be tired enough, you always take care of me. Mentally as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I, since this revision flu, which, it's gone, but it left these things behind. I feel that these symptoms are still not entirely gone. And now, yesterday, I started to feel the left side of my throat again. And I'm like, okay, no, we are not doing that. It's over a month.
Yeah, and you went to the gym.
No, that was before the gym, when I started to feel it. I was in the office.
Yes, but office first and then
I
gym.
was in the office, and then in between the gym and the office, I started to feel like, I don't know what's going on, but now that is gone again. And I don't know really what this whole thing is. It's just so annoying. And I feel constantly tired, like I could sleep constantly, like this. And it's...
Yeah, and even I was a bit extra tired today. But I kind of expected that after meeting all the people and whatnot. It drains me.
Well, yeah, that's your problem.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't drain me, so that's...
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
Funky Data said, did Slaygon and Ziona just admit that there will be a sibling taking Slay Radio to 2050 plus? Not sibling. Child. He's a child. He's only 34. Literally a child.
Well, he would be probably scared if he would hear this, though.
Oh, he's used to it.
But anyway, I mean, he's not that much into the C64 remixes, right?
No, not that much. He was supposed to come by today and water his chili plants.
Well, but it's like only to come by to water the chili plants. He can also ask you to do that.
It's not very far. No, he needed to do some other stuff as well. But
yeah, exactly. If he is busy, then it kind of seems excessive.
Do other stuff here.
Other stuff.
With the
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, of course.
Robin Hubbard, says Danko. Yeah. Speaking of Robin Hubbard, Danko is the godfather of Robin.
Oh yeah, of course he is. I heard of that. Yeah, perfect. So yes. Anyway. So
he's had a good education, yet he fucking ignores me.
Oh, Poor little thing. The legacy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Legacy.
Why are you laughing?
Because he's ignoring his legacy.
Oh my god. Oh.
Nah, he's not.
No. He's fine. So, we are approaching the end of the show.
Oh, geez. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And I thought we would play this request and then maybe say goodbye with another one, kind of.
Kind of? Or
Well, I think so. If it's okay with
kind
you.
of?
Kind of, because we started later as well and it was up to me
I
again.
wonder why.
I don't know who was
It's
that.
weird.
Who is the reason?
Yeah, I
for
think
that?
it must be my mascara. Every time I put it on and before a show, I start crying. Then I need to wipe it off and then restart the whole thing
all
again.
Slaygon's fault.
Every single time.
Yeah, but hang on there. So, oh my god! And now, of course, there are some things here that I didn't notice. Christine wants to hear Mordi and Plastic Pop, and we will give it to her, obviously. So, Plastic Pop, yes, we will give it to her. Why? Why is that?
Oh no, nothing. No, nobody will ever cut that out and use it inappropriately. Oh wait.
you said you used to be able to sing this note, but not anymore, apparently.
It was the other note. This one I did on purpose.
Yes, okay.
Good night, Matt Ricardo, and good night, Marcel. They are heading off to bed. And while they are doing so, Danko gave us a little bit of tidbit regarding this song. He said, fun fact, Rednecks wanted to buy this version of Plastic Pop by Mordi when they found out the vocals were from a sample CD and they wouldn't own all the composition and author rights. They passed. That's
it could have been a Rednecks hit. Imagine that.
Yeah, could have.
Wow, that's just
I
wow.
think after their treatment, it would have sounded a slight bit different, though.
Most likely. But
a tiny bit more banjo. Where's Banjo Ollie, by the way? Why is it not on our Discord? Banjo Ollie, please join our Discord. slay.radio/Discord.
Yeah, we have seen him at some point. Very nice to see him. And what he
we
does.
play his tracks every now and then. Would have been nice with a plastic pop banjo style a la Rednecks.
Oh, that would be something.
There's a challenge for you, Banjo Ollie.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
But if he doesn't check us up regularly, then will he know this?
I don't know. Maybe people in this scene knows him as well and let
or
him
maybe
know.
we are not that far away from the searching in the transcripts of the
maybe.
YouTube shows.
I don't know how it works, but apparently he listens to us every now and then.
Yeah. So
there we go.
that's really, really nice.
Yeah. But anyway, we have reached the end of the night.
At least the end of the show. The night is just starting for some people, and for some others it's ending, well, kind of going to sleep, right?
Yeah, well, USRT, as in Universal Slay Radio Time, is 11:06:07 just now. Beep! Oh, sorry, I was wrong. Late on the beep.
Which is the same as Central European Summertime, which is also 11.
Yeah, in the winter time it used to be Central European Time.
Yes, that's why it's called Central European Summertime.
Yeah,
Thank you, Slaygon.
but not in the winter. It's not.
No, in the winter it is not called summertime.
Exactly.
Very important information.
Very important,
there.
yes. Very. Oh, by the way, I noticed a little bug when I0 was doing a show, and he overlaid the thingy, and the time actually showed the local time in Finland instead of the USRT. I fixed that I0. Also, if you didn't notice, we had some Hülsbeck with the in there.
Oh, he's very proud of
the
his
umlauts will now work properly, except for on the now playing bit on the homepage. But I will get there too. But at least most of the video stuff now works, kind of, sort of.
Many things are in the process of improvement, thanks to Slaygon. So
yes, and thanks Lala for pointing out that the all the album covers in all their glorious detail are available on Remix 64, of course. And I cannot believe I did not even check there. I started Googling and I found most of the albums and the covers good quality, kind of high quality. There was some that were kind of difficult to find, like the earlier albums, like the first Bit Live DVD that we have in the rotation. But yeah, thanks, Lala.
yeah, but it's nice to have them around anyway. So
Nard Dog says, are those little flies above the letters? Yes, we call our flies. We have given them names, and they all are called umlauts. Yeah, little
flies
umlaut.
above the letters. That's cute. I like that. And
so at 5 p.m. Mooseman, where exactly are you? 5 p.m. is 6 hours, so you're on the East Coast somewhere.
somewhere. He will
yeah,
let us know.
not too far inland, so somewhere on the east coast. So, yeah, I'm not going to wait 20 seconds for him to respond. Great
anyway,
radio this is turning out to be.
Indeed, thank you for relaying Proton. Because, well, incidentally, we played his track when he wasn't listening, so he didn't know we played his track, but he was installing Visual C++, redistributes, and some files were locked, so needed to shut down the browser for a moment, and then he managed to open OBS and relaying our show. So that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Oh. And well, check back the recording. It's gonna be there for sure.
Yeah.
And we would like to thank everyone's participation tonight, one way or another. Thank you for the fun facts, Danko, and everyone else as well who served us with great conversations and great chats and great requests, of course.
Yeah, it was a bit of fun delving a little bit into the colorblindness bit, because that was fun.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting indeed. So I'll also do a bit of reading on that, so I learn more about several types of colorblindness.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. And what else we can say? Don't forget to join Boz Radio's shows, obviously. The schedule is up and running, I think, as usual. Let's see what we have on the agenda there. It's the usual schedule, so ZDuder on Saturday, Matricado on Monday, Cactus on Tuesday, and Boz on Wednesday. And then again, sometimes it's worth to check back on Sundays as well, because who knows what will happen.
Yes, and as we learned at Zzap, now we have the word of both Boz and Ken's that they are starting to kind of cook up something for Slay Radio.
That would be awesome.
Yes, indeed. Back to the Z Show days.
Z Show. Accident? I don't think so, right? So, yeah, that would be awesome. And again, thanks for Chris and everyone at Zap who made that event happen. And we had a great weekend.
We did indeed. And there are, of course, details that need to be ironed out for next time.
Yeah, you perfectionist, it's fine. We will iron them out later. But now we are talking about a great weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Yes. Just as always, whenever I do anything, I try to learn from the mistakes and whatnot.
That is very important.
The only way I remember is by repeating them, the mistakes, back to myself.
Yes.
And now to you, apparently.
Yes, everyone is aware, but no need to push it every second. Minute to everyone.
I haven't even mentioned it since the start of the show. It's been hours.
But now it was about the appreciation of the weekend, not about the mistakes you have made.
Not the mistakes. Looking forward to fixing them next time.
Yes.
Not the mistakes per se, but fixing them.
Yes. Okay. It's okay. It's fine.
It's okay.
Yes,
it's good.
Yes, it was awesome. Thank you very much. And it was a blast to meet you all who were there. So we are very grateful. What is going on? What did I say again?
No. Danko says, like Slaygon ripping duct tape loud enough to mess up the music panel. The camera was falling off the tripod. Come on, man.
Yeah, and then you were standing next to that freaking camera for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
but at
the other end of the room.
Yeah, it was very audible in the room, but at least not on the stream.
At least not on the stream, yes.
Yeah.
I had no idea duct tape could be louder than full scale.
Well,
you're an audio designer, you should have known this.
I try to rip it as silently in every possible way I could. There's no way. No way. People who know duct tape, who makes it, please make a silent one for, like, I don't know, stage work. That was fucking silly.
Okay.
Oh man. But
Yeah.
yes, anyway, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It's been a show.
It's been a show. Yes, one of
out of
many.
all the shows, this was one of them, as
Yeah.
Boz used to say.
Indeed. And we will exit with FS's request, which is Dr. Future and To Be On Top. Thank you very much.
Oh, ending on top. That's great.
Yeah, as you should.
As you should.
And we will see each other next week, of course, according to regular schedule. Finally.
Of course, because we have been
Of course,
anything but
unlike-
regular.
Unlike the last month when we have been everything
True.
but regular. Last 2 months?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, okay. That's so bad. We will be back next week according to the original schedule that was meant to happen every Thursday.
So, see you again right here on this channel, wherever you're watching it from, next Thursday. Thank you.
8 o'clock Central European Time.
Universal Slay Radio time.
PM. Yes. Good night. Take care. Have a good weekend and see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
bands and bars. Live on Slay Radio.
Not yet. Soon. Apparently. Maybe. Hopefully. Yes.